All right, Honors Algebra 2, welcome to your section 1.3 video here. This is for page 12, starting at page 12. I am going to make a video beforehand so you can get ahead. If you guys read my email that I sent this morning, you can see why. You can get ahead and finish this game plan early. We got a big week next week. Great first week. I am pleasantly surprised at how well everything went, and you guys look to be a good bunch, and we're going to have a good year. We're going to learn everything and more we need to this year, so especially sophomores, when I see you again in 2 years, you'll be ready to dominate that college calculus. I'm going to do number 3 here with you. So solve for x. We did this in section 1.2. 4x minus 2. Now this is a negative times a positive, so it's a negative 12x. A negative times a positive, it's a minus 4 equals 2. 4x minus 12x is a negative 8. A negative 2 minus 4 is a negative 6. That equals 2. You can add 6 to both sides. Add 6 to both sides. Negative 8x equals x. Divide by negative 8. Divide by negative 8. X is negative 1. That is my first answer. I'm going to do number 6 with you. Add 8. Can you see 6? You can see 6. Add 8. Negative 6y is equal to 24. Again, if you need me to see or need me to show that I'm dividing both sides by negative 6, I'm always doing the opposite. Honors Algebra 2, we should know how to solve equations pretty well. By now, y equals negative 4. I do like 8, 9, and 10. They came from the ACT, and on my YouTube page, I do have, I think I attached it in the stats and no, I think I made its own playlist. There's on my YouTube, there is a playlist for, I got something out there, for this ACT test that I went through. I think in 4 or 5 videos, I gave all the answers to this ACT test. Goodness. All right. Let's talk about 9. So if 3x minus 3 is 18, what's the value of 5x? All right, you're like, what? Just add 3. You got to first figure out the value of a single x. So 3x is 21. X would be 7. I guarantee in the ACT, 7 is an answer choice. Students are going to find this value and pick 7, but no, you need to figure out what 5 times x is. 5 times x is 35. So 8 and 10 are just like that. That is a good ACT question. Then it gets a little interesting on page 13 here. Let's go on to 13. Not page 13. Yes, page 13. Then, before number 13, number 12. So solve for n. So we need to isolate where n is. N is here. So if I want to get n all by itself, I'm currently multiplying by RT. I need to divide by RT. So n is equal to PV divided by RT. Simple as that, folks. 13, we have the area of a trapezoid. If I want to solve for h, let's isolate h. H is right. No, you're not. H is right there. Well, the first thing, instead of dividing by 1/2, which I technically could, I'm going to do the opposite of dividing by 1/2. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. That will cancel that out. So I have 2a is equal to h times base 1 plus base 2. I'm going to divide both sides by what is attached to h. I'm currently multiplying by the sum of base 1 plus base 2. So I will divide by the sum of base 1 plus base 2. Therefore, h is twice the area divided by the sum of base 1 plus base 2. You might have to do this in physics and chemistry sometimes. Let's talk about 15. Again, pause these videos whenever you need to. I kind of go fast in the videos because I'm trying to make a lot of them this year. So, and you guys can just pause and rewind. That's no big deal. 15, solve for z. Where are you? Z right there. So that is a positive wx, which means I'm going to subtract it from both sides. I need z and only z on this side. So y times z is going to be bc minus wx. I'm currently multiplying z by y, so I'm going to divide both sides by y. Then z is all by itself. Z is bc minus wx divided by y. And now you can see it. Cool. Now we are in the hashtag game time section. I will do a few of those for you. And some of you are going to be done with this on Monday and or Tuesday. So I'll do number 2 with you. Holy cow. Number 2. 5x minus, it's a positive times a negative 40. A negative times a positive is a negative. A negative times a positive is a negative, and it equals negative 84. Combine like terms, 5x minus 6x, that's a negative 1x or negative x. I was in debt 40, then I lost 36 more. I'm in debt 76. Negative x minus 76 is a negative 84. I'm going to do the opposite of subtracting 76. I'm going to add 76. Negative x is equal to, this is a negative 8. So if the opposite of x is a negative 8, then x has to be a regular positive 8. I can divide by negative 1. I can multiply by negative 1. But that one shouldn't be that bad to think about. There's really not much work to be shown. If the opposite of x is negative 8, then x is 8. Okay, here's 4. Add 8 to both sides. Negative 9x is equal to 63. Currently multiplying by negative 9. I got to divide by negative 9. X is a negative 7. Divide by negative 9. So by 6. Whoa. Well, first off, there's an issue here, and I corrected it on mine, but this should be x. Okay, that should be a 5x minus 8. So oopsies. Negative 6x, a negative times a negative is a positive, so it's a good thing I'm doing this one. 4 times 5x, not 5y, is 20x. Minus, because it's a positive times a negative, 32, is 102. Negative 6x plus 20x, can you see that, is 14x. 12 minus 32 is a minus 20, and that equals 102. I'm running out of room, so I might leave you with finishing this on your own. All right, 14x is 122. 122 divided by 14 is 61 over 7. That's fine. You don't need to write it as a decimal. I'm going to help you with 9 on this page, and then I think that's it with this page. All right, number 9, right there. On 9, 3 times 15 is 45. 45 divided by 9 is 9. 3 times 20 is 60. 60 divided by 5 is 12. Minus, because it's a negative times a positive. 1 times 18 is 18. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Negative times a negative is a positive. 1 times 12 is 12. 12 divided by 6 is 2. All right, 9x minus 3x is 6x. 12 plus 2 is 14. That equals 38. I think we've got it from there. You do get a nice answer. All right, I'm going to help you with a few on that last page. On that last page. Let's talk about 14. Solve for a. Ooh, a's in there. So the first thing I should do, I need to get rid of that d. That's a. Is equal to f plus d. No f's plus d's on your report card. Then I should, A is in here, it needs to be freed. So I'm going to divide by that pesky C on the outside. Get rid of that C by dividing it. Okay, so this is good. I now have, let's see if you can see it over here. I think so. A plus B is equal to F plus D divided by C. I need to subtract B from both sides. So A would be F plus D divided by C minus that pesky B. There we go. We got two more in 16 and 17. I don't want that. All right, 16 and 17. 17 looks familiar. On 16 here, what are we solving for? We're solving for y. So again, there's y. I need to free up y by first adding, move that a away. So x plus y divided by z is equal to b plus a. We'll take that on our report card. Divide, whoa, what am I doing? I'm currently dividing by z. So I need to get rid of that z. By doing the opposite of dividing by it, I need to multiply both sides by z. Okay, two ways you can write your answer, your first part here. So the z's go bye-bye. I have x plus y equal to, if you wanted to distribute the z, you could. You could also just leave it on the outside and say it's z times b plus a. If you wanted to say bz plus az or zb plus za, that's totally fine too. Oh, sorry, I'm moving that. What I want to do is I want to get y all by itself. That's a positive x, so subtract x from both sides. Y equals z times b plus a minus x. No, that looks weird, but that's y all by itself and isolated. Lastly, 17, we're back to the area of a trapezoid. All right. We'll solve for B1. Wow. So like before, I'm going to get rid of that 1/2 first. Double both sides. So 2a is equal to h times b1 plus b2. I want to figure out what b1, I want to isolate b1. So first thing, I need to get rid of that h on the outside. I need to get rid of that h. So I have 2a divided by h is equal to b1 plus b2. If I want b1 all by itself, folks, I think you know what we should do. Want b1 all by itself. I'm currently adding b2 to it. Get rid of b2 by subtracting. b1 is equal to 2a divided by h minus b2. Cool. All right, just one of the skills needed for good success in pre-calc. And then if I see you again in calculus. Anyway, folks, that's the last video for our section 1-1 to 1-3 game plan, which will be due early next week. Folks, great first week. Thank you very much. Continue to email me. Always check your email and Google Classroom, and this will be a great semester. This is Yak Math Videos, signing out.